Numbers 17. 1. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 2. He speaks to the children of Israel, and takes from them 1 rod for each paternal house of all their princes, according to their fathers' houses, 12 rods, and you shall write the name of each one on his rod. 3. But the name of Aaron thou shalt write upon the rod of Levi, for each head of his father's house shall have a rod. 4. And thou shalt place them in the tent of meeting, before the testimony, where I will meet with you. 5. And it shall come to pass, that the rod of the man whom I have chosen shall bud, so will I put an end to the murmurings of the children of Israel against me, with which they murmur against you. 6. So Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and all his princes gave him each a rod, to each prince a rod, according to their fathers' houses, 12 rods, and Aaron's rod was among theirs. 7. And Moses placed these rods before the Lord in the tent of testimony. 8. So it came to pass the next day, that Moses went into the tent of meeting, and, behold, Aaron's rod, for the house of Levi, budded, because it brought forth flowers and sprouted shoots and bore almonds. 9. So Moses took away all the rods from before the Lord to all the children of Israel, and they saw him, and each took his staff. 10. Then the Lord said to Moses, Bring Aaron's rod back before the testimony, to keep it as a sign for the backsliding children, so shalt thou put an end to their murmurings against me, and they shall not die. 11. And Moses did so, as the Lord commanded him, so he did. 12. Then spake the children of Israel unto Moses, saying, Behold, we expire, we perish, we all perish. 13. Whoever approaches the tabernacle of the Lord will die, shall we then all be consumed? Numbers 18. 1. And the Lord said unto Aaron, Thou, and thy sons, and thy father's house with thee, shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and you and your sons with you shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood. 2. And thou shalt bring near with thee thy brethren, the tribe of Levi, the tribe of thy father, that they may be joined unto thee, and serve thee, but thou and thy sons with thee shall stand before the tent of testimony. 3. And they will carry out your orders and have charge of the whole tent, but they shall not approach the utensils of the sanctuary, nor the altar, lest they die, both they and you. 4. But they shall be joined to you, and shall do the service of the tent of meeting and all the service of the tent, and the stranger will not come near to you. 5. You shall therefore do the service of the sanctuary and the service of the altar, lest there be wrath again on the children of Israel. 6. And I, behold, I have taken your brethren the Levites from among the children of Israel, they are given to you as a gift from the Lord, to serve the service of the tabernacle of meeting. 7. But thou, and thy sons with thee, shall fulfill thy priesthood concerning all that is of the altar, and all that is within the veil, for that shall ye serve. I have given you your priesthood as a ministerial gift, and the stranger who approaches will die. 8. And the Lord said to Aaron, Behold, I have given you the keeping of my heave offerings, with all the holy things of the children of Israel, because of the anointing I have given them to you and your children for a perpetual ordinance. 9. This shalt thou have of the most holy things of fire, all their offerings with all their meat offerings, and with all their sin offerings, and with all their trespass offerings, which they shall present to me, they will be most holy for you and for your children. 10. In the most holy place you shall eat them, every man shall eat it, saints will be for you. 11. This also shall be yours, the heave offering of their gifts with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel, to you, to your sons, and to your daughters with you. I have given them for an everlasting statute, all that are clean in your house shall eat of them. 12. All the best of the oil, and all the best of the new wine, and of the grain, the first fruits of which they give to the Lord, I have given to you. 13. The first fruits of all that is in the land, which they bring to the Lord, shall be yours, all that are clean in your house shall eat them. 14. Every consecrated thing in Israel shall be yours. 15. Everything that opens the womb, and all the flesh that they bring to the Lord, both human and animal, shall be yours, but the firstborn of men thou shalt redeem, also the firstlings of unclean animals shalt thou redeem. 16. Those who are to be redeemed from them you shall redeem, a month old, according to your estimation, for 5 shekels of money, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. 17. But the firstborn of a cow, or the firstborn of a sheep, or the firstborn of a goat, you shall not redeem, they are holy, its blood you shall sprinkle on the altar, and its fat you shall burn as an offering made by fire of a sweet aroma to the Lord. 18. And their flesh will be yours, as well as the breast of the motion offering, and the right shoulder, shall be yours. 19. All the heave offerings of the holy things, which the children of Israel offer to the Lord, I have given to you, and to your sons and your daughters with you, for an everlasting statute, it is an everlasting covenant of salt before the Lord, for you and your descendants with you. 20. And the Lord said unto Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them, I am your portion and your inheritance among the children of Israel. 21. And, behold, I have given to the children of Levi all the tithes in Israel for an inheritance, for the service which they do, the service of the tabernacle of meeting. 22. And the children of Israel shall never again come near the tent of meeting, lest they bear sin and die. 23. But the Levites shall do the service of the tent of meeting, and they shall bear their iniquity. Throughout your generations it shall be an everlasting statute, and among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. 24. For the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer to the Lord in a heave offering, I have given to the Levites for an inheritance, for I said unto them, Among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. 25. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 26. And thou shalt speak unto the Levites, and say unto them, When ye shall receive the tithes of the children of Israel, which I have given you from them for your inheritance, ye shall offer of them an heave offering unto the Lord, the tithes of the tithes. 27. And your heave offering shall be counted to you, as grain from the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. 28. In the same way ye shall offer an heave offering unto the Lord of all your tithes, which ye receive of the children of Israel, and ye shall give the heave offering of the Lord of them unto Aaron the priest. 29. Of all your gifts ye shall offer all the Lord's heave offering, of all the best of them, their holy part. 30. Then thou shalt say unto them, When ye shall offer the best of them, as new from the threshing floor, and like new from the winepress, it shall be told to the Levites. 31. And you shall eat it in every place, you and your households, for your reward is for your service in the tent of meeting. 32. Thus, you will not take sin upon yourself, when you offer the best of them, and ye shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, lest ye die. Numbers 19. 1. The Lord spoke more to Moses and Aaron, saying, 2. This is the ordinance of the law, which the Lord commanded, saying, Tell the children of Israel to bring you a red heifer, which has no blemish, and on which no yoke has been placed. 3. And you shall give it to Eleazar the priest, he will bring her out of the camp, and she will kill herself before him. 4. And Eleazar the priest shall take some of its blood with his finger, and sprinkle it towards the front of the tent of meeting 7 times. 5. Then he will burn the heifer before her eyes, her skin, and her flesh, and her blood, with her dung, shall be burned. 6. And the priest shall take cedar wood, and hyssop, and scarlet yarn, and cast them into the midst of the fire that burns the heifer. 7. Then the priest shall wash his clothes, and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean until evening. 8. Also he who burned her shall wash his clothes with water, and bathe her flesh in water, and he shall be unclean until evening. 9. And a clean man shall gather the heifer's ashes, and shall put it outside the camp, in a clean place, and it shall be kept for the congregation of the children of Israel, for the water of separation, atonement is. 10. And he who gathered the ashes of the heifer shall wash her garments, and he shall be unclean until evening. This shall be a perpetual ordinance for the children of Israel and for the alien who sojourns among them. 11. Whoever touches a dead person, the dead body of a man, will be unclean for 7 days. 12. On the 3rd day he shall purify himself with that water, and on the 7th day he shall be clean. But if he is not clean on the 3rd day, he will not be clean on the 7th day. 13. Whoever touches a dead person, the dead body of a man, and does not purify himself, defile the tabernacle of the Lord, and that person shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of separation was not sprinkled on him. He shall be unclean, his uncleanness is still in him. 14. This is the law: when a man dies in a tent, everyone who enters that tent, and everyone who is in it, shall be unclean 7 days. 15. Also every open vessel, on which there is no cloth tied, shall be unclean. 16. And whosoever shall touch one that is slain with a sword, or another dead man, or a bone of a man, or a grave, in the face of the field, shall be unclean 7 days. 17. For an unclean man, therefore, they shall take some of the ashes of the burning of atonement, and put running water in a vessel over it. 18. And a clean man shall take hyssop, and dip it in that water, and sprinkle it on that tent, and on all the furniture, and on the people that are there, and also on him that touches the bones, or on one that has been slain, or who died, or in a grave. 19. And the clean on the 3rd and 7th day shall sprinkle on the unclean, and on the 7th day he will purify you, and he shall wash his clothes, and bathe in water, and in the evening he shall be clean. 20. But whoever is unclean, and if he does not purify himself, he shall be cut off from among the congregation, because he has defiled the sanctuary of the Lord. Water of separation was not sprinkled on him, filthy it is. 21. This shall be to them a perpetual statute, and he who sprinkles the water of separation shall wash his garments, and whoever touches the water of separation will be unclean until evening. 22. And whatever touches the unclean will also be unclean, and the person who touches it will be unclean until evening. Numbers 20. 1. When the children of Israel, the whole congregation, arrived in the wilderness of Zin, in the 1st month, the people stayed in Kadesh, and Miriam died there, and there she was buried. 2. And there was no water for the congregation, so they gathered together against Moses and against Aaron. 3. And the people contended with Moses, saying, "O that we had perished when our brethren perished before the Lord." 4. And why have you brought the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, that we and our animals should die here? 5. And why did you bring us up out of Egypt to bring us to this evil place? A place where there is no seed, nor figs, nor vines, nor pomegranates, nor is water to drink. 6. So Moses and Aaron went from before the people to the door of the tent of meeting, and fell on their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. 7. And the Lord spoke to Moses saying, 8. Take the rod, and gather the congregation together, you and Aaron your brother, and speak to the rock before their eyes, and it will give its water. So shalt thou bring them water out of the rock, and thou shalt give drink to the congregation and their beasts. 9. So Moses took the rod from before the Lord, as he had commanded him. 10. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and Moses said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, shall we draw water out of this rock for you? 11. Then Moses lifted up his hand, and struck the rock twice with his rod, and much water came out, and he drank the congregation and their beasts. 12. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Because ye believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. 13. These are the waters of Meribah, because the children of Israel contended with the Lord, and sanctified himself in them. 14. Then Moses from Kadesh sent messengers to the king of Edom, saying, Thus says your brother Israel, You know all the trouble that has befallen us. 15. As our fathers went down to Egypt, and we in Egypt dwelt many days, and how the Egyptians mistreated us and our fathers. 16. And we cried to the Lord, and he heard our voice, and sent an angel, and brought us out of Egypt, and, behold, we are in Kadesh, the city at the end of your borders. 17. So let us pass through your land. We will not pass through the field or through the vineyards, nor will we drink water from the wells. We will go along the royal road. We will not turn aside to the right or to the left, until we pass through your borders. 18. But Edom said to him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out with a sword against thee. 19. Then the children of Israel said to him, We will go up by the plain way, and if I and my cattle drink of your waters, I will give the price for it. I don't want anything else but to pass by on foot. 20. But he said, Thou shalt not pass. And Edom went out to meet him with many people, and with a strong hand. 21. So Edom refused to let Israel pass through his border, therefore Israel turned away from him. 22. Then they departed from Kadesh, and the children of Israel, the whole congregation, came to Mount Hor. 23. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron on Mount Hor, in the borders of the land of Edom, saying, 24. Aaron shall be gathered to his people, for he shall not enter the land which I have given to the children of Israel, because ye rebelled at my command at the waters of Meribah. 25. Take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up Mount Hor. 26. And strip Aaron of his garments, and put them on Eleazar his son, for Aaron will be gathered, and he will die there. 27. So Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and they went up to Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. 28. And Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them on Eleazar his son, and Aaron died there on the top of the mountain, and Moses and Eleazar went down from the mountain. 29. When all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, all the house of Israel mourned for Aaron 30 days.